because I do lives, I come across a lot of interesting people, a lot of interesting characters, a lot of interesting questions. And I think it's so interesting how often I get asked if I would ever be in a situationship. And the simple answer is no. No, I wouldn't. And when they ask why, I say, why would I choose to settle for something less than I want in order to accommodate what you want? Doesn't that null and void my needs, my standards, my boundaries? Of course it does. So why would I lower and do something that I don't want in order to do it for you when you can't offer me commitment and the things that I want? That doesn't make logical sense. Now here's the problem. A lot of ladies especially will go into these so-called situationships thinking that at some point the man is going to change his mind, or their magical powers downstairs are going to be able to change his mind. The thing is that if you haven't learned by now, men and women are different when it comes to relationships. Men can categorize, whereas women, we can't. Or generally, for the most part, we can't. We also think a lot of times that we can have relations and not get emotionally attached. And I'm sorry to say that that generally is not correct. If you look at it even from a scientific point, the way a woman takes in a man's pieces, his parts that he leaves behind, there is an absorption of DNA, which is why you not only have a womanly instinct to begin with, but when you have relations with a man and you consume his DNA on several different levels, that you literally have receptors that will tell you that things are not right. If you research how powerful a woman actually is, you would understand your own power and understand why. Entering into a situationship is never in your best interest, especially if you want a real relationship. You are literally settling and downgrading for what? I see it time and time again. I let you know time and time again. I understand you may not want to be by yourself. I get that 100%. But isn't it better to be by yourself rather than settling for a situation that is just constantly going to disappoint you and in the end and in the long run affect your self-esteem? Something to think about.